Hi, I'm Taylor Harris. I'm a singer-songwriter extraordinaire and very good with my hands. By that I mean good at doing random jobs to supplement, because I think that's kind of the world we live in now. And if you haven't been able to tell, I'm also an actress. I'm local, worldwide, but currently in Richmond, Virginia. And I want to be on the Traitors so bad because it literally is my addiction right now. I cannot not watch Traitors, and when I have to wait till next week, it drives me insane. I'm literally behind the scenes strategizing and in the game and working gameplay, and I figure it's better to just be on screen doing the same thing that I'm doing over here. And while I'm speaking on that, I also want to say I am obsessed with Rob because he's just too good. Like I kind of want to see him make it to the end because I'm almost like I want to see if he can make it to the end. So yeah, so holding out hope for that. It's sad to say because I don't necessarily want the bad guy to win, but oh, he's been so good. On that note, also, I think personally I would make a perfect faithful because it's really hard for me to tell a lie. And I feel morally wrong telling a lie. But at the same time, I think that also would make me the perfect traitor just because, who would expect it? It's like Rob, you look at him in his eye, he's getting a little cocky right now with the whole hands behind his head thing, but you look at him in his eye and you're like, yeah, you know what? If anybody in the house I can trust, it's Rob. And that's what it's gonna be. If anybody in the house I can trust Taylor because she's too nice to lie. She's too nice to be a traitor. But here's the thing, you can tell the complete truth and not say everything. Okay, let's discuss gameplay. I feel like if I'm a faithful, I feel like that would be pretty easy actually, because I'm very good at observing and identifying when things are just off. I know when somebody's story changes. I listen very well. I hear even more. And I think I'm good at reading energies too. If you come in the room and you're different than you were when you left the room, I know something's up. I know it. I don't know what it is just yet, but I'm going to find out. I'm going to ask questions and see what happens. Especially in something like this. You have to ask every single question and you have to be nosy. I'm not necessarily a nosy person, but for this, I will be nosy. Now, if it comes down to being the traitor, I think the less that is said, I think it's probably the exact opposite. The less that is said, the better. But you also can't be out of character of what you've been from the beginning. So the consistency would have to be there. There's so many challenges right now. You guys you give me so much stress for the traitors in this game. Sometimes the faithfuls, but mostly the traitors. So I'm assuming there would be a lot of stress management going on. And that would probably be the mental state of everything would probably be the most important thing for me to focus on in order to win as a traitor. Next would be being as honest as I can be to fit the person that I am without being too overly honest and revealing too much. And of course, having other traitors in the game with me will make that a little easier. Off the bat, I know we have to find the hidden traitor, which is going to be something else because, nobody knows that. And that, to be honest, I was not correct this season. But then people were saying that it should have been this person because this, that, and the third. And when you think about it, it makes sense. So maybe having that experience, I will now be able to be no, this makes sense and this doesn't. And this person, yeah. But yeah, that's the only place that is that's a little tricky. But yeah, so that's kind of my strategy. I'm constantly thinking, I'm constantly coming up with better ways to win because that's the ultimate thing is winning. I don't want to just be there for the first day, meet everybody, and then have to be sent home packing. You know, it would be nice to be sent home with a little money in my pocket. I'm just saying. Traitor or not, faithful would be awesome. If I could win as a faithful, I would love that. If I have to win as a traitor, I'm sorry, it's just a game.